Hello, lovely people. I'm Debs. Welcome back to my channel, Creative Book Shack. I was watching this morning a lovely video from Dragana at, I think it's pronounced Sashibo. It was this one. Let's see if I can get that. This one. Floating Tabs Scrap Busting Project. Use Your Scraps. I got completely inspired and I made these 20 of them. They're like hidden paper clips, only they don't have paper clips, and they're very clever and I love them, as you can see by this pile of stuff. So I thought I'd show you. All of these are made from scraps, all of them. So you can put them on there. It's even strong enough to hold this dangly bit, which I made out of some scrap beads. Can you have scrap beads? I've had them for a long time. I say they're scrap. You can make them different shapes. I mean, this one could go at the top, for example. And this one doesn't have the eyelets on it. I've decorated both sides. This one is a big, huge one. And in this one, I've put a belly band. And it still grips the page. This one has got eyelets in it. Only I decided to do this sort of stitching thing over them. We have ones made out of circles. We have grungy ones. We have misshapen ones from just a bit of scrap with some lace in the side and some material cluster things. We have this one that's stamped and got bits on it and a tab. We've got one that was made out of a scrap piece of embossed paper. We have funky ones. We even have a long one made out of a card with beads down it, and it still holds. And not only does it hold, it holds other things as well. So I'm going to link Dragana's video down below, but I'm going to show you what fun I've had. Triangular ones, any shape you like, any shape you like, little ones, big ones. Honestly, I had such fun making these. Right, where am I going to put them? I shall put them over here. Okay, I've got the normal equipment: glue, scissors, ruler, bone folder. I've got some ground espresso. I've also got some black over there. I've got a few washi tapes that I may or may not use for decoration. I have some stamp sets that I may or may not use. I have stickers that I may or may not use. And I have my crocodile, but you don't need to use this. You can use whatever you use to put eyelets in, or you can use a non-eyelet version. I have eyelets. I have a pile of scrap papers. And I have some things to make the tabs with. So, 2 music pieces of paper stuck together, folded in half. 1 label from a packet of crunchy and fragrant brown onions, 1 playing card, couple of bits of scrap cardboard, a label from a cheap pair of trainers, and this old needle case, which I've cut up because I want to stick that over there. And I have a piece of corresponding card. Dragana says that the card needs to be relatively thick. So we're going to start with this one because I'm not going to decorate this at all because I just love the old needle packet. So all I am going to do with this is I am going to I'm also not going to punch holes in this one because I don't want to ruin the design. So I'm going to use the gluing method for this. Like I say, I'll link her video below so you can see it. Now that goes that way. I've already cut this to size. I'm going to stick that in there like that. I would probably use this at the bottom so the words are up the right way, or to the side. In fact, to that side would be good because then as you turn the page you've got that on the other side. I am going to stick this on there, which is how it was in the first place, but it wrapped over before and I don't want it to wrap over because then it would seal up the bit that's going to attach it to the page. So I'm just going to put some glue stick on this and then I am going to line it up and stick it on there. That's so cool. Then I am going to ink it because I wish it to be inked. And then I'm just going to ink that bit as well. You won't be able to see it because it will be on the other side of the page, but there we go. And then I think I might take a pair of scissors and just rough it up a bit. Just a little bit. Right, if you're not going to put the brads in, you need to glue it. And you need to glue it quite well because you need a bit of a seal. I'm going to go for probably about 1 centimetre of glue. There's the glue. So I'm going to glue it down the middle and then you see it's about that far. Now you shouldn't try to do anything with this until it's dry. So I'm going to close it up. I'm going to stick that on it to hold it in place. And that is that one done. I don't want to decorate it because I like it just like that. So I'm just going to leave that one there. Now, what shall we do with this one? I think I might attempt, I don't know if this will go through here. Yeah, that's a big no. So I shall badly round off my corners like that. I am going to ink this one, and I am going to put brads in it. So I'm going to put, now in her video she explains that you need at least 2 brads. One of them, if you only have 1 brad, it's going to wiggle about and it's probably not going to stick to the side of the page. So we're going to have 2 brads. What have I got in there? I've got, I can't see. I think that's the small one. So I'm going to put, wrong way, nearly did it the wrong way. I'm going to put a hole in there. I'm going to put a hole in, even there. More by luck than judgment, those are even. I think I shall put some silver eyelets in this one. So 1, 2, and then I'm gonna, oh, nearly, I'm so useless at this. Lost the eyelet. 1, and have I got those the right way up? Yeah, I think so. 2, and then you can decorate it, and you can decorate it however you like. I'm gonna I'm gonna grab some, I'm gonna grab some of this. I'm gonna grab some of this, and I'm gonna, now you see, I don't want to use, I don't want one side to be the front. I want both sides to be the front. So what I'm going to do is cut that, and then ridiculously I'm going to tie it together again. So I've got a nice little knot there, nice and tight. I'm going to thread that one through, that's my hair there. I'm going to thread this one through there. I'm going to thread this one through there. I'm going to get that roughly in the middle, and then on this side I'm going to tie another double knot, and so both sides then will have a little bit of a decorative knot on there. Cut far too much off there. I am going to, what else should we do? Let me find a bit of, oh, this has got, now when I use playing cards, I like to be able to see that they're playing cards. This has got a bit of red on it, a map of the underground by the look of it. I'm just going to stick that on there. I left quite a lot of gap at the end there because I wanted red. I'm going to cut those off there. Then I'm going to do the same on the other side. And, oh, missed. Just about there. So I've got some red on there. like I say, this one I would probably use at the bottom because I would want the 5s the right way up. Cut that off. What else should we do with it? Let's stick a couple of these on. I've got some little stamped images. What we got? I'm going to stick about the same thing on both sides. So I'm going to put that down first, just about there. And I'm going to put that down there. I'm going to do the same on the other side. I mean, you could make them totally different either side and do what you like with them. I'll put that on there. I'm going to put that on there. Miss that end bit. I'm going to call that done. I'm going to see if it stays on my card. Yes, it does. It looks pretty cute. That's number 2. Let's see how number 1 got on. The glue appears to be dry. So I would probably have this, like that. And then on the other side, you've got that. I think that's great, just as it is. Right, what have we got now? Now we've got an onion wrapper. Let's see what should we do with the onion wrapper. Now, I want, if I'm going to use an onion wrapper, I want the words to be the right way up. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to take a ruler. I'm going to get it vaguely straight at least. And take that bit. I knew that was going to happen. You're meant to do it the other way around, aren't you? That's vaguely right. I am going to glue that onto there and just wrap it over a bit. So let's cut it in half. Let's cut it in half to start with. I'm going to glue that half. Oh, and a bit over that bit. And I am going to put that on there like that. No, too low down. I want it to overlap just a little bit. Right, I'll put that on there like that, okay? And then I will remove the excess. Just like that. And like that. And like that. Oh, left a bit. There we go. Right. And then this bit, I also want the right way up. So I'm going to glue this like that. And I'm going to stick that on there, like that. then I am going to I wonder why you have to wash the onions before use. Surely you just peel them. Right, and then that is actually coming off here. So both sides, the words are the right way up. Then we're going to ink it, because I like inking. Well, I like things to be inked. Actually, I do find it quite relaxing to ink stuff. There we go. Bit browner. We will stamp stuff on this one. What should we stamp? Let's stamp paid. Which way up do you go? That way. Paid. Paid. And then we will cover that up. Find the little crocodile. And again we will 1 and 2. Oh, look how off center they are. Oh well. We'll go with some bronzy ones. Brassy ones, really, aren't they? Oh. Oh, good grief. I don't want to put backs on them. One, two, and with this one, I think we shall just take a piece of, what have we got here? There's no way that's going to go through there. We are going to cut this off. Like that. I'm going to screw that up, and then I'm going to very dangerously use my scissors. Not going to go through there. No. Let's go for those might go through. No. Stick it through with a glue stick then. You will go through there. This is definitely not the way to do this. Okay, that's not going to go. why don't we use this needle and just go that won't work, will it? I won't be able to get the needle out. We will go around there like that. And we will find, what should we find to put on there? Let's find something out of here. One large jar of beads. I'm going to go for, oh no, I like these. Mind you, I've put pink on there now. How about these wooden ones? I don't want many. Well, those ones are quite funky. I quite like those. Yeah, let's put 3 of those on. Move that back where it lives. Actually, if I move this around a bit, make this one longer, you're going to come through. No, you're not, are you? No, you see the eyelets come out. Now that's annoying. Okay. This is an abject fail. So what we will do is we will try and remove that eyelet. We will put another eyelet in there. And we'll do it properly. Right. That goes in. I've probably got these settings wrong. I've probably got it done for the large one. Right. I'm just going to leave that one for the time being. What else have we got? Music. Let's throw that away. Let's stop throwing things all over the desk. Let's check my crocodile settings. And if I want a large one, I want A1. I'm going to have a large one this time. Right. What were you? You were 2. You are 1. I think I had it on the large setting. You ought to be A if you're going to be. Yeah. I had it on the large setting rather than the small setting. So, you get in there like that. I will find some black, I think. One black. There's one. 2 black ones. Let's have 3. Let's go the whole hog and have 3. There's black one. Right. This thing does not stay in. That's the large one. I am going to go... No, I don't want it that far. That's silly. Is that roughly in the middle? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It would appear that I wouldn't know how to space things evenly if my life depended on it. That's better. And this one, that one needs a bit more oomph, I think. Right. It goes that way up. I am going to ink this with some... Actually, I'm just going to do it like this. Just round the edges. That'll do for that one. And here I have some music stickers that are black and white, and I'm just going to put some of these on. What should we put on? Oh, it's escaping. Let's cut it off about there and see what we've got. We will have a violin. We will have the thing that says, oh no, let's have a trumpet. But you can decorate these any way you like. Like I say, you don't have to make the front the same as the back. We will have that. And we will have this drum. The other side, I'm going to have a boombox. Let's have a boombox. Let's have a boombox and some headphones. That can go there, under there, like that. And that doesn't work. Bear with me. That's it. Got it. Headphones, that's what I was after. like that. Now somewhere I've got some nice black chain that I would probably put on there, but for the life of me I don't know where it is at the moment. So let's look at this one, and this one I am going to round the corners. I am going to ink. I'm going to ink both sides. Lots and lots of lovely ink. And I have I tell you what I have got. I've got quite like these mileage charts. I'm going to tear that straight across there. Rough and ready the edges. Just like that. You will tear it in half. That will fit on there. I am aware it's upside down, by the way. There we go. We'll have some mileage. We'll have some people. You're not going to fit, but we'll link you up as well. And do we have another one? Yeah, let's have these two. This is from an old girls' annual, and I really like them. Cut her hand out. You fit on there? At an angle you might, but first of all, no, we're going to cut you off a bit. I'm going to cut your hand off, I'm sorry. Right, ink you up. Ink you up like that. Get the crocodile. That's that one. We'll go there and there. We'll go. Don't need brown ones, but don't. Why have I got all these coloured ones? Are you brown? No, you're not brown. We might have to go black again. Get in there. One. Probably gone smaller on these, but two. Are you the right way up? 1, 2. Let's get rid of those. Right. I want those on there. It doesn't actually matter if they hang over the bottom. So I'm going to glue that up. That's going to go there. Where's the other one? You can go there. Oops. Right, let's see if we can get them back together again, shall we? They're going to have to go like that. That's not bad. That's better. I'll put you on there. And then on this side, really, they need to go in the middle. So that should probably go like that. So glue on the top of that one. Like that. Glue on the top of that one. Like that. I'm going to cut that in half. I'm going to put that one through there. Oop, on the top, please. Just tie it in a knot. Have I got enough to get it in a double knot? Probably not. Let's just bung a bit of glue on it to seal it then. And this one. So, as far as I'm concerned, these count towards Scraptember, which is a collaboration being hosted by Margreth at 7 Plaza and Toni at Crafty by Toni, because I have used nothing but scraps here. And if I just sweep this mess out of the way, what we have done is this one. I think it's quite cute. That will, you go on there. Have I glued you together? No, I'm putting you in the wrong place. There we go. It could go there like that, or it could go at the side like that. Couldn't really go upside down. It'd look pretty daft. Then we have a music one that could go anywhere you like. It could go there like that. It could go, you know what, that needs cutting off. I did not notice that. I need to cut that off. Along there like that, that's better. Right, this could go as a top one. You could put some black chain along the top, or you could put some black ribbon through it. Then we have this one that I absolutely love that needs nothing to it at all. It's just an old needle case and it looks amazing. And then we've got this one that just says paid on it. Something else needs to happen to it. At the moment, I am unsure what. And this was made out of the label off some onions. So there we go. That's, oh, and the card. Yes, the playing card, which is, go there, go at the bottom. Not really at the top, this one. Not at the top. And you can decorate to your heart's content. So that's 25 I've made this afternoon, which I don't think is bad going, and all of it has been made from scraps. Dragana at Sashibo, thank you so much. Now, if you want to see how it's done properly, I'll link her video below, because it's so much more efficient than I am. Thank you for stopping by. It's always lovely to see you, and I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now.